Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today with a mass miner strategy for mostly Town Hall 11. I'm sure it works at Town Hall 10, but I don't have a Town Hall 10 account to practice on. What you're seeing right now is a Grand Warden using the Eternal Tome ability on miners who are underground, just to show that it does in fact affect miners when they're underground if you use the Eternal Tome ability. Now let's get into the actual attack. So all these attacks are going to involve 46 miners along with 5 wall breakers and then 4 Valkyries in my clan castle. The Valkyries and my heroes are going to be essentially the kill squad, although they actually get deployed after the miners, because the miners will create that funnel to wherever you want the heroes to go. So there's no need for a jump spell or wizards or anything like that. So essentially the funnel is being created and maintained by the miners, so you don't have to worry about that. Now that gives you 12 spell slots at your disposal without having to use any mobility spells. So no earthquake spells here and no jump spells. So I prefer to bring 2 rages, 2 heal spells, and then 1 freeze spell. Now the freeze spell is going to be used on the far side Inferno Tower, and then you're going to use the Eternal Tome ability, similar to a bowler attack, upon the engagement of the first Inferno Tower. And as you can see here, the bowlers absolutely just destroy bases, and these make for record-setting 3-star times, right? So these attacks, some of them are going to be less than 90 seconds against maxed out bases. I've been practicing this for the last 3 or 4 hours, and certainly my clanmates can attest to the fact that I'm hitting these bases blind. It doesn't require a lot of pre-planning here, if any at all. I'm going against Chicago Spartan the first 2 replays here. I should give his clan the number 2 donate. So 2 donate, a big shout out here. He says they're a great group and he's been with them for a couple of years. I will be seeing Chicago Spartan and quite a few others in Chicago this weekend. So looking forward to that. Right now I'm just playing it in 4 times speed, so you can see as these miners absolutely sweep through this base. Really fun to watch times 4, because you can just see them absolutely destroy everything. So I know some of you are thinking right now, geez, another spam attack in Clash of Clans. And hey, I have no great answer for you. The truth is, yes, the game is now seeing its 3rd viable 3-star spam attack after Valkyries and then bowlers and now miners. So again here, this time against CC Sarah. Shout out to her clan, Clearly Confused. She also streams on Camcord and she's a moderator there. But anyway, now we're going to go ahead and take care of her base. Again here, we're going to go ahead and start with the miners. I use 4 fingers to deploy those miners as quickly as possible. And then immediately I'm dropping all 3 of my heroes. Then I'm immediately dropping my clan castle. Then I'm immediately dropping my wall breakers. And then boom, I hit the Eternal Tome ability. And then from there on out, you can kind of play your spells by ear, right? So as a general rule, you're going to want to rage the miners when they engage an Inferno Tower, and you're never going to want to heal your miners when they're going against an Inferno Tower, because they won't be able to be healed through that Inferno Tower's beams. So what you want to do is time your heal spells so you're able to heal your miners right after they take down an Inferno Tower. So you want to use rage first and then a heal spell, and it should be as easy as that pretty much, guys. So these anti-3-star bases, by the way, very easy with these mass miner / bowler attacks. That's why you're starting to see more and more ring bases even being used in some wars in clan wars. So that's something we're not used to seeing. By the way, this is a live attack, so I can't speed it up. But, you know, I got to the point where I was just 3-starring everything over in the Clash Live clan that at one point I was like, okay, I'm just going to start recording live now. So against this base, now we're gonna transition into ring bases, as I just mentioned. And it's a similar strategy here. You want to engage the base. Obviously, you'd like to take out the Eagle Artillery, you'd like to take out the Archer Queen, but most importantly, you really want to take out one of those Inferno Towers at least as soon as possible. So here, I was a little bit early on my free spell on this Inferno Tower, and look how close I get to taking it out. I don't end up taking down this Inferno Tower here, but I'm still going to be able to 3-star the base. That's how powerful this strategy is when executed even incorrectly here. So look at the Inferno Tower. Again, a little early on that free spell, and boom, stays alive. So at this point in my head, I'm thinking I might not have this one. So, but you can see there's a ton of miners still on the board at this point on that wizard tower, now moving over to the elixir pump. Now, these attacks can be deceiving because oftentimes about midway through the raid, you think to yourself, crap, where are all my miners? And half the time they're underground and you just can't spot them with all the spells and everything else going on. So you have to just do your best to try to keep them alive, try to track where they are so you can heal them up throughout the raid. At this point, I have no spells left, just one poison spell. My Archer Queen barely hanging on to life. I guess this was the blessing granted by the Clash Gods in return for the curse of the Inferno Tower still being alive. Now watch this Inferno Tower, guys, here. My troops do not want to take that Inferno Tower down. They move right past it. Nobody targets it, not even the Grand Warden. Obviously, she's assisting the miners, so she can't target it. My queen goes down over there. So the Inferno Tower is going to stay alive at this point. And again, it looks like I have nothing left on the map. It looks like it's going to be a one-star flop of a raid, but I do have a lot of miners still left. They're just underground, and the Inferno Tower just chilling over there, sitting on like 10 hit points. But these miners are actually going to finish the job for me. So here come the miners. There's about 5 or 6 of them left. They're going to one-shot that Inferno Tower, take care of the hidden Tesla, and then they'll just go ahead and pound their way through that town hall. So let's go ahead and move on to another variation of a ring base. I do have a few of these ring base mass miner attacks. Uh-oh, it's fog. Poor fog. So we're going to go ahead and do the same type of thing here. I know I can take out one of the Inferno Towers. I can engage that Archer Queen, take her out early on. Of course, that will leave me to have to deal with the Clan Castle and the Eagle Artillery, but that's not going to be the end of the world. I'm going to be able to take it down. Obviously, you're going to see in just a second here that the King actually goes around the Eagle Artillery as well, unfortunately, but I'm still able to finish the job. And again, halfway through this raid, you're going to see the same thing you saw on the previous raids, right? It's going to be about halfway through, and you're going to think to yourself, crap, where are all the miners at this point? But you can see they're hanging in there. They're doing that barracks and the spell factory. The Eagle Artillery is still kind of hammering away at my troops at this point, but the miners do go back to the Eagle Artillery. They take that down, and I'm still sitting on a rage and a freeze spell. And again, Silly Ash didn't really use them at the proper time or the proper place, but I'm still able to convert this into a 3-star attack. So here I use a rage spell, kind of anticipating having a few miners left to work on this area to the south of that Inferno Tower. I know I have to freeze the Inferno Tower, though, for the miners to actually stay alive. It would have been nice if I had a heal spell at this point in the raid rather than a rage spell, excuse me, but as soon as my queen locks onto that Inferno Tower, I'm quick to use her Royal Cloak ability. That way the rest of my miners over there can stay alive. So that is a lot of miners that I still have alive at this point, and you saw that earlier in the raid, looked like I didn't have barely any miners left on the board, and indeed I did. So there it is, another 3-star attack using the 46 miner strategy. And don't forget, those Valkyries do a little bit of work in that Clan Castle too, so it's important to include them. Now this is kind of a funky base design. This is my first hit against this base. It was actually my first hit against all these bases, so it wasn't the picture perfect attack. I kind of just spammed, to be honest with you guys, and I was late on the wall breakers there. We're going to go ahead and speed this one up because it's getting a little redundant, although it's a really fun strategy to use and a strategy to watch. At the same time, I mean, you can only watch miners go around a base for so long, but I'm going to go ahead and freeze the Eagle Artillery on this base because one of the Inferno Towers to the east there is actually set on single target, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'd rather just go ahead and freeze the Eagle Artillery. And now all my miners kind of merging over here around 3 o'clock. They're going to take down those defenses, take down that Inferno Tower, move over to the Expo, and now my queen is still alive as well up north. I'm going to use that last poison spell to keep her alive, keep those skeletons off of her, and then all my miners merge over there into the center of the base. They take down the Eagle Artillery, take down one of the Inferno Towers, and then a few skeletons spawn right on top of them, but the queen takes down that last hidden Tesla for the 3-star. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching my video today and hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.